Welcome to Access Granite Systems. My name is Adam. In this video, we're going to be demonstrating our Classic Pass service. And what our Classic Pass service is a physical PVC, very durable pool pass that can be distributed to your members. And the way our clients use that is a family or a member of your community would wander up to the gate and say, hey, I have this pass here. I'm allowed to come in. It verifies that they are residents. And for whatever reason, if they don't have one of those passes, then your gate attendants would say, oh, no, sorry, I apologize. You don't have one of these passes. You can't come in. And so that's very common for community pools that have a policy like that. And so we're the solution to quickly distribute these passes to approved members only. All right, so before I get into the distribution of the passes, I do want to show you first our pass design feature here, where you as the client get to design your pool pass and what it looks like. And so I'm going to scroll up a tiny bit here, up to the top here, where you could put your community name. You can add your logo and text. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. You can change the colors, add your own color scheme to make your passes look as pretty as possible. And with the Classic Pass feature, there's lots of options here. And so this is a sample of Jessica's pass. You get to preview what the passes look like. And a lot of our clients do issue these Classic Passes year after year. And so in this case, there's a 2025 stamped on it. And that year will update dynamically here. In this particular case, this is a community pool example where adults have adult passes and children have child passes, and they can be color coded here. So in our case, the adults will come up blue for the adult pass, and we have a child pass that's going to come up red. And we do add the logic here. So their policy is that anybody under 12 must be with an adult. And so those children get those red passes here. And we'll test it out here. Jessica is an adult here, so she'll get that blue pass. But just for giggles here, we're going to put a 2020 date of birth here, and I'll kind of flip over to the red child pass. So anybody with a young date of birth will have that red pass. I'll switch that back. Okay. And in most cases, our clients do have these passes mailed directly to Jessica's home. Just so you're aware, there is another option to have them mailed to your community office or management office instead, and you can configure that as well. Okay, but that's the quick overview of our pass design. Oh, one last thing here, and any kind of attribute with Jessica or Jessica's household, you can also stamp on the pass as well. And so down here, we have a year label here, but if you wanted to add an age, you can do that. And you can grab the age of your patron, and that'll be printed on the pool pass. And so you can customize these passes however you wish, or kind of keep it simple. It's up to you. All right. The next thing I want to show you is how Jessica requests her passes or how they're approved here. And so for most communities that you use our Classic Pass service, they use that in conjunction with our application portal. And we have a separate video on this of how that application is custom made. But so we're not going to show you that in this video here, but Jessica is going to apply online to request her passes. So I'm going to jump right to the approval process. So after Jessica has submitted her pool application, it comes in here where a property manager or board member can say, yes, Jessica, you can get these passes, or no, you can't get these passes. So let's go over the approval process. I'm going to click the green clipboard, and we're going to click Sync with Pool Pass. You're going to create a new membership for Jessica and her household. And here's Jessica and her household. And if I'm going to approve all three, I'll move them over into the added section here. And then notice that she has a classic right under name here. And so at the final approval screen, you'll see that this is going to trigger 3 classic passes being mailed to Jessica's home. And they have a little check mark here, so we are going to print the passes. You do have flexibility here. I think most clients, they don't click the or unclick this button here, but you're allowed to do that. This would actually suppress that classic pass for Rachel here. Maybe this is an infant and you don't want that infant to get a pass. You're allowed to uncheck that. But in this case, we're going to leave all 3 checked here. I'm going to hit the continue button twice here. I click right past this here, but this verifies we are going to be mailing this to 2010 Sample Street. And then our final button is our create and approve. When I click that, the OK button will finalize the process, and this OK button will send an alert to our office to print and mail the passes directly to Jessica's home. I'm going to cancel out of that screen here, and our summary screen here for passes, and we are going to be mailing those 3 passes to this household. Okay, so that's our application portal and how that's used in conjunction with our Classic Pass service. There is another way that Classic Passes are distributed, and some of our clients do it this way here. And so I'm going to click over to the database where this property manager has entered 2010 Sample Street and entered the information for Jessica into the database. And if that property manager wants to send them some Classic Passes, we're going to the address is populated here, so the property manager can click the little print icon. Now, there are 3 people in this household here, and so when I click that icon, we can just select which of the people we want those passes mailed to. So let's go ahead and mail all 3. The continue button. We'll have a confirmation screen here, but that's going to send an alert to our office to print and mail those passes. All right. And that's the conclusion of the demonstration of our Classic Pass service. And just like all of our services, they are customizable. So we highly recommend you schedule a one-on-one demo with us. This way you can ask some follow-up questions, and we can ask some follow-up questions as well. And so we know how to customize our service to fit your needs. Thank you.